Hey, hello guys. My name is Lona, and you're welcome to my channel. Over here, what I do is basically teach you or show you ways to improve your render. Maybe if you haven't get your first render before, I believe that you sticking around will actually help you to actually get your first render. And also, what I do over here in this channel is like basically I create complete scene that is useful for the rewards. Not just modern stuff. No, like every single thing with modern, we try to put it together to make it realistic, to make it useful in the real world that employees and employers can actually find it like useful. Like, okay, actually, this guy is actually creative. He actually know what he's doing. That is exactly what I'm actually like, selling out in the channel over here. So if you find it useful and you find it really helpful, please, I would really like you to stick around. Your opinion really matters a lot to me. Let's grow together and let's just try to be one family. So right now, today, I'm going to walk you through a very simple setup of a street that is just for like a little bit of talk street that you can buy. It's just like stuff like that. So yeah, so let's get into it. So basically, this is what I have here. So what I'll be showing you basically it's something is something like this. This is what we'll be going through. This is the finished project of it. But after doing some color grading and compositing and making more realistic, so this is what we got. So let me walk you through about it. So let's see how it goes. So over here, I have a very simple setup of like just a block of a wall. You know, just a block of a wall that just a block. Then E to extrude it out, E to extrude it out, the E to extrude here in. So if I go to the like the edit mode, you can see here just inside your E to extrude out, E to extrude that. Just extruding, just a basic normal structure of a wall. So if I kind of like walk through here, you will see that I have a share over here. It's just like a normal basic share. It's a normal basic share, nothing more. So if you come over here, we could see I have a street light over here and also have its own street light over here. Then if we come over here, you could see some like trash cans and some like dustbin bags, trash bags, and and some cans on the floor and other cans on the floor. And over here, it's like a plane, just like the roadside. And over here, another trash can. So if we go over here to the render view, this is what we got. So basically, I use a brick texture, a brick image texture to do it. So if let's go into here, let's see. So if we head over here, if I go to my shading tab, let's give it a okay. So if I head over to my shading tab over here, if I click on this is just what we do. It's just a brick texture image, like an image texture, plug directly to the base color and also plug to the roughness. Then I plug it to the bomb to add more details, to it to have all this stuff right here. So, but the tricky part is that the reason why this brick texture is having this color, which is this color you're seeing that looks really nice over here, which is something you see here that looks so garbage and gums and stuff like that, is because if you change it is always in this XR. I don't know. You see when I change it to XRGB, you can see what it looks like. It's just not that. I don't know. It's just it doesn't look really realistic in a way, just there. But if I change it back to this film RS, you could. I believe I'm there, right? Okay, yeah. No, if I change to this film log, you could see. Wow, God. So sometimes if you put your image texture and it's having some kind of weird shape, just try to change it from this XRGB to this film log. It can actually boost your creativity. It can actually give you a very good, I don't like a very good appearance and performance in a way. So that's it. So that's basically what I did here, including here. So yeah, so if we head over to here, what I do over here is it's just like it's an image texture, plug again to the base color, then plug to the bomb to actually bring the details out of it to make it more, more brighter in a way. Then I plug this color directly to the emissive. So now the tricky part about this emissive is that if I turn this emissive to 0, it actually affect. You can see it's let's go back to object mode. You can see it's no longer that bright. If I kind of bring it here, let me take it there. Okay, I'm on cycle. You can see it's not that bright anymore because the emissive actually makes it more brighter. So, but this is where the tricky part comes in. If the color in this text, like if you look over here, yeah, like if you look over here, this is the original. Like this is the original image. If you see the image, it has a white, color in it. So if I plug this color directly to the emissive, it will only bring out the color that is which is the default color of the image. If the image over here was actually paint with blue or paint with green, if I plug it to this emission over here, it's also still going to give me that green color. It won't give me white because the default color was paint with green, but the default color over here is paint with white. So therefore, if I increase the emission over here, it actually give me the white color, you know, over here. So it's a very simple stuff, but a very little tricky stuff that with this little understanding I share, you can actually, know about it. So I added the metallic a little to make it a little bit pop up. Then I increased the roughness to 100%. Then increasing the bump roughness also to 100%. So that's just it. So let me leave here. Okay, so now what I did over here was, so this is a very basic, like it's a pole. It's just a pole, with a light in it. The only thing I did about the light over here is that let's go back to the model. Okay, so yeah, so it's just like a pole structure that I did. Just a pole, like you put a cylinder, then E to extrude, S to scaling, then E to extrude up. Then over here, you can use the spin tools, to do what you want to do over here. Then create the head of the lamp. If you don't know how to do it, you can say in the comment section. I will do a little bit of tutorial about it. I'll be happy to help. Then over here, I just created a like E to extrude it in, then create a new material for it. Then I give it an emission of 400 of a yellow light. Emission of a yellow light. That's what I did here. That's why if we come over here, we can actually see that if you pay attention over here, you can see the light is actually yellow over here. So that's what I did. So I did the same. I just duplicated like and put the same over here. Same stuff, same thing. Then for the trash can, I actually went to scale, like there's a zillions of it. You can actually download them, but I got it from Sketchfab. So I just shout out to the artist who actually created it. It was really helpful, and thanks to him. So I got it from Sketchfab. I just bring it over here and just place it in the scene, and including this trash bag too. So what I did over here was I added some kind of empty can. I just spread it on the road so it looks a little bit rough. I did the same over here. I just spread them all over the places, you know, so they kind of like looks really dirty in a way that if you look over here, you can see that at the ground here, you can see them over here, you know. Then this place that looks like a water stuff, I just added I kind of like to extrude it in. Then I added the material, it's like a water material to it to actually bring out that. Let me see if I can actually bring it out. Okay, okay, okay. Like here is it. So if you look at it, it's just like maybe you want to create some kind of just a basic. If I go to my shading tab, you can see what I did here. I added a noise texture with a color ramp, mix with send to the BSD, then to the output. Then I plug it to the bomb to bring some kind of. So if I kind of regulate the noise texture, you can see it's actually moving. Like it's actually this is basically we basically use this for like maybe you want to create some kind of a pool water or you know maybe a swimming area or water area. You see, it kind of giving this water vibe in a way. So that's just what I did over there. Just basic stuff, easy. So I added, so I put them, so I put it under, like under the, like under the ground, you know, to have this kind of weird, this weird shape that we have over here. So if we head over here to, you can see it at the ground over here. So it's kind of gives this kind of a detail. It's all about adding details, you know, just adding details to it. That's just it. So that's what I did there. Then at the ground over here, it's just like, let's go back to shading. It's just an image texture, you know, plug to the same thing, then put to the bump to actually increase the roughness and increase the roughness 100%. So that's what I did, the same thing over here. Easy stuff. So for the share, I created the share like more than the share like normally, then add the image texture to it, then use an UV to project it to make it more, to have this kind of look in a way. So that's it. Just a very straightforward stuff. So this over here is basically an image. It's the idea of me doing this is actually give the scene more lively performance in a way, because in if you actually into VFX, you will understand exactly what I mean. So, but to me, the best way to actually practice VFX in a way is actually using an image to actually position them in the right corner and try your best to actually blend them together to the background to actually fit the background. Just like what we have over here. You know, you can see them right here. It looks a little more realistic over here. Like it's just like we having a kind of a scene where we have some guy standing, another one sitting, another guy standing looking at the other side with a trash can and just a bunch of garbage over here just to create a scene, just like that. The idea is just create something lively out of it. Just yeah, same thing over here. It's a very easy stuff. So okay now, but let me draw your attention to something. If you click on this guy right here, we go to the shading tab. You could see, when you import it as image as plain, like when you come here and just import image as plain, when you import it as image as plain, it's gonna be like extremely bright. Like let me show you an example. If I increase this guy right now to like, because at default, if you send an image as plain, it's gonna project it as the emission to be 1.0. Now, but if we go back over here, you could see the guy now is getting kind of really. Let's come over here. Yeah, you can see. Let's use. You can see it's getting off from the background. It doesn't really suit the background anymore. You can see it's kind of different, and that's not what we want. We don't want that. So what you have to do is that if you find out that it's kind of getting off from the background, you have to reduce this emission a little to match the background of what you. Like for me, 0.1 actually match the background. That I'm trying to create. You can see now it actually matched the background. It reduced the brightness of it to match it. I did the same thing I did here, and same thing I did here. So this over here is just a plane. It's just an image. It's nothing. You can look at it. It's just import an image as plain. It's nothing. It's just a very tricky stuff that you can just get away with easily. So yeah, guys. So that's it. Just then I added a light. This light is what is like a green light. This is the green light actually. You know that you can see in the background. Then that's it. So guys, it's a very simple stuff and a very simple stuff. But it's with this process you can actually start learning how to create a very, you know, a scene. The idea is to create a scene, to create an environment, not just the modern stuff. The real idea that companies and employees are actually looking at is the ability for you to actually create a scene that is useful. Be creative. They want to see how your idea can be creative enough to do something. So that is my end goal. That is my goal of actually creating this channel, to actually bring that art to the surface. That okay, we can actually, let's create a scene together, so we can actually have an idea together about it. So that's it, guys. It's just a very simple and very straightforward stuff. And like I said, the final result, this was what we got. But when I did it at first without actually putting the guys, this is how it looks like, without the guys. But when I added the guys to it, this was how it looks like. After doing some color, just putting some color grading and compositing, this is how it looks like. So I believe this is cool. I believe this is kind of convincing in a way. I believe this can be used in a movie scene, with a little bit of more, you know, tipping of it in a way. So I created this scene too. So if you want me to do a review about it, you can say in the comment and I will also do that. So guys, uh, I want to say thanks for watching. If you find it helpful, please do stick around. I would love to see you in the next tutorial. And if you find anything that you want me to like go more deeper in it, state in the comment and I will do my best to actually explain it in detail and also more than it. If you want me to create it from scratch, we can basically do it together. My end goal is to actually bring something out to be more creativity in a way, in the live performance and a complete scene that we can actually learn from, get idea from, and actually use in a real world scenario. So if you find it helpful, I would like you to stick around. Please do tip me a like or tip me a subscribe. I would really appreciate that a lot. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much.